in Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
Ollie Bear at the Cajun Heartland State Fair, and he's been having all kinds of fun once again and getting into the fair food. Let's find out what they're doing. I heard jambalaya. Let's find out exactly what Al is up to. Al, good morning.
Look, I love jambalaya.
Yep.
I actually make jambalaya. Not great jambalaya, you know. I just make Gwen Miller, LeChoix DesCajuns. This is good jambalaya. Gwen, I was noticing your jambalaya. Boom, let's take a look at this. You know, when I make jambalaya, I cube the meat. Yours is nice and shredded. Explain that to us.
So typically the meat is cubed, but we cook it down quite a bit, and so it does end up into a shredded form.
Now, I hate to ask you a controversial question. I hate to get controversial on the show, but I got to. Do you cook your rice separately or in the jambalaya?
So we cook it separately.
Me too.
Yeah, we do cook it separately. More because we want, whenever we serve the jambalaya, we don't want the customer to have a dry experience.
Right.
When something sits, we do use steam tables to keep things hot, and we just don't want them to have a dry experience. So we mix every bowl to order, and it's going to be fresh. They're going to have a nice, juicy, moist jambalaya. It's going to be a good experience.
Now, I find when I've tried to add in the past rice to the jambalaya and cook it, the rice doesn't cook all the way. You know, people complain. There's a lot of crying and wailing and name calling. So I just decided I'm just going to cook it separately, add it. No one knows the difference, you know?
It's true.
Hey, you know, we were talking about your plate lunches. She's got plate lunches. And you do meatball stew.
I do.
Which
yes,
is
sir.
like my favorite on the planet. So we got about a minute. Go over some of your plate lunches. While you do that, I'm going to try this because it's the law.
Okay. Yeah, so we have meatball stew. We do pork roast. We do a...
That's really good. Oh, my God.
Good. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jambalaya is one of our favorites, too.
Now, you were saying earlier, use meat from one special place. Talk about that.
So my husband grew up in Church Point, and whenever we got married 20 years ago, he introduced me to Rod's in Church Point. I love their meat. Their meat is smoked to perfection. Their sausage, their tasso, I mean, you just can't beat it. It's wonderful.
Okay, pork, tasso, sausage jambalaya. This is great. Look, Gwen, we're going to come cook with you. Find her at the Cajun Heartland State Fair. This is great, great fair food. We are going to go back to you guys.